Welcome! We are Two Finger Spirits. We got the camera guy
back here.
We got the live studio audience. And I'm Brandon. You know, I had the greatest idea. I said, let's put the Willet 4-year estate in juxtaposition with the new Riff, since we've already reviewed them both, right? And then
I don't remember doing this one.
camera guy said, we never did that, you dummy.
But a lot nicer than that.
So now we're going to do it. What do you think?
I don't even know what this one is.
This is New Riff Single Barrel Rye. This is 105 proof.
All right.
Spoiler alert. It's pretty darn good.
Well, I'll soon find out, I guess.
Yeah. You've had this or no?
I've tasted it, but I didn't really get a chance to dissect it. So this is my opportunity.
It's good. So this is barrel number 17-0622. This was distilled in spring of 2017 and bottled in spring of 2021. What does that give you? About 4 years. 4 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Well, 5 years. Never mind, because it's 4 years, and now we're just drinking it late.
Yeah, well, I like New Riff. And they're a good company, and they got the what do you call that?
Looks like a sine curve?
No, it's cosine.
Oh, it could be.
Come on. Get with it.
I don't know my numbers.
Stay with it. Come on. What do we got here? 95% rye, 5% malted rye. So 95% rye, and then 5% malted rye.
You know, I think that's an interesting one that I don't think we've seen before.
They distill their own stuff too. I almost would have thought it was from MGP, but no, they do their own distilling.
That's
And it's a 105 proof, MSRP around 50 to 60 bucks.
All right. You know, not bad. 105 proof around 50, 60 bucks. And it's 100%
Single barrel.
rye. It's cool that we have the 5% malted rye on here.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really interested to get into this. But before we do that,
Talk about the color.
all right. All right, we got a nice shot on this, but it's pretty dark. I would say like a dark honey.
Dark honey, yes.
And the legs are, you can't really see them, but they're light.
Can we taste
Light.
it now?
I guess so.
That's nice. You just get a manicure or something?
I did.
Yeah,
Just
look
this
good.
afternoon. Thank you.
It almost took away from the whiskey. I was too busy admiring those cuticles.
Yeah, well, I work hard on them and I get them done regularly.
What are you getting on the nose?
Mmm.
Ooh, that's nice. Barrel spice?
I get a lot of, it's a deep rye spice, but it's
Rye?
like, well, I should, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Thank you. Thanks. You really captioned the obvious pretty well there, pal.
Well, you know, what's dominant, like super dominant.
Yeah? I guess spearmint, chocolate,
A little chocolate.
barrel spice, some dill.
I want to say a dark fruit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I couldn't put my finger on what it is, but yeah, it definitely seems like some sort of dark stone fruit.
Almost, and maybe like a hint of licorice. Like the dark.
Yeah, I
black
think
licorice.
you could be right with that too. Wow.
All right.
It's pleasant.
It smells very pleasant. Mm.
Got a light mouthfeel. Still get the dill. Still get the chocolate. Still get some sort of like a dark fruit. Like a dark dry fruit, I feel.
Craisin.
Raisin, no, like a prune or a dried cherry.
Mm. Craisin. No, it's cranberry.
Cranberry.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Where's your
cranberry.
head at, man? Come on.
Mm.
And then the chocolate finish too. I like that chocolate on
This
the
is
finish.
very pleasant.
I feel like I get the candy shell of an M&M.
Mm.
And then it fades into tobacco at the end there. Kind of medium to long finish.
It drinks like a 105, I'd say.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Boy, I don't get any ethanol on it.
No, I think it drinks
burn.
like, it definitely drinks more than 100. Definitely less than a 115. I think, I want to say the proof is really balanced with it.
I feel like it really is so drinkable and really approachable. I don't get any heat on this at all.
You don't?
I don't get any ethanol on this at all.
I get a little heat on it.
Really?
Mm. It's a pleasant heat. It's a 105 heat.
If I had to guess, I'd say this. Maybe at the end on the finish, it comes back a little bit to.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really really delicious.
You get that whiskey burn, like not that watered down 80 proof burn. You get that over 100 burn.
I think if you blindfolded me and let me try this, not knowing what it was, I'd call it 95 proof.
Yeah, you'd be right on the money because you're close. Like, you know.
No, 10 proof points below.
I'll take that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, you know, I would love to put this up against the Willet.
The Willet 4 year.
Honestly,
I would love to.
I don't want to do it at this moment just because the Willet is one of our favorites.
The Willet is one of our favorites. We actually called these two our two ryes of the year, I think.
We did.
With
in the Seagrass.
That Seagrass by Barrel.
Maybe if we get our hands on that, maybe we'll put that with it.
Yeah.
But I would like to really give it some time and do these, maybe at least those two.
Because this is worth its own video. So we'll give it its day, and today is its day.
And I would, before we get into that, like, we're definitely going to do a juxtaposition video with those two.
Yeah.
And I would definitely buy this again.
Maybe a hat trick with the Seagrass.
If we can pull it off, yeah. But what do you think? Would you buy this again?
I've bought maybe 5 bottles of this so far, and I'm a big fan of it.
For around $60,
Yeah.
105 proof, it's a great tasting rye.
I feel like we tried their barrel, their bourbon,
I believe we did.
and I think I've had the normal rye by them, which was really good, which wasn't the single barrel and it wasn't cask strength. So
Right.
I like this. I'm a cask strength kind of fella.
Hmm.
So yeah, would you ever buy this again?
I would. Because I know the Willet's a little harder to find. I don't know which one I like better yet, but I can't wait to put those next to each other.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that in our very next video.
But the new Riff's easier to find than the Willet. Like, I barely ever see a Willet.
Really?
Yeah. Why, you see them often?
I feel
Not
like,
super inflated?
I feel like they're both come up in price, but they're both around. Because I think MSRP was 50, 60 for both of them. And I've seen this up to like 80, 90 sometimes, and this one,
Which is insane.
This one hangs around 60.
Yeah.
So it didn't get the traction that the Willet got. So I don't know.
Well, this is going to be exciting to put those next to each other. But what do you think, Brandon?
I think it's delightful. Anything you want to add about it?
No? I think this would be worth picking up.
I got a quote from Franz Kafka. You ever hear of him?
No.
Great guy. I was ashamed of myself when I realized life was a costume party and I had attended with my real face. That's something to think about. Hey, folks, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate every single one of you to come listen to us babble on about whiskey. You love whiskey?
I love whiskey, but I just found out Brandon's wearing a costume.
No, I'm not.
God forbid, what do you really look like? Oh my God. Cheers, everybody.